Hey guys, today it's Yu-Gi-Hoe here, and I'm going to be doing a video on my battlin boxer deck. Um, so this is my 40 card deck with a 10 side deck. These are my slips, just so you know. I start with 3 rabbit punchers, just to get through those defense positions. Book of Moon Monster, switch to your damage step, destroy it with Rabbit Puncher. Works really well. He's a must. Next is 3 Switch Hitter. When this card's normal summon, target one battle and boxer monster to your graveyard, special summon that target, and you can't special summon the turn you activate this effect. Really good card. Just getting those 2 monsters out to then Xyz summon. Next is Spara. I run 3. When you control a battle and boxer monster, and this card's in your hand, you can special summon it. If you do, you cannot conduct your battle phase for the rest of this turn. It's really good for Glassjaw. Glassjaw's effects is sent when this card's sent to the graveyard by card effect. Add 1 monster to hand, add Battle and Boxer Spara to hand, and you've got a monster ready to go even if you've already normal summoned. Downside, you can't battle phase, but really that's not too big a deal if you do it in main phase too. 3 Counterpunch. For the main reason of you leave this guy in your hand unless you're desperate to get out a level 3 Xyz monster, and he will, when your monster is being attacked or attacking, discard from hand to banish from hand, and banish from hand or graveyard, and that monster gains 1000 attack. So that's really good when you just want to sort of stun your opponent, just with like a 2000 point card like Glassjaw, and then just attach him and he'll go 3000. But here's Glassjaw. So when this card is targeted for an attack, destroy this card. When this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target 1 battle and boxer monster in your graveyard except battle and boxer Glassjaw, add that target to hand. So the only way they can destroy this card without actually attacking it themselves is by you attacking, and not setting off its effect, is you attacking them and them using some kind of card to boost their monster's attack over yours, and your monster goes to the graveyard. Otherwise, it's always going to go, because if they use a trap or spell card, that's a card effect. And if they try to attack it straight on, it just dies instantly. Next, Headgeared. Send 1 monster from your deck to your graveyard, and this monster once per turn cannot be destroyed by battle. Send Glassjaw to the graveyard, add Spara to hand, special summon, and then you've got 2 monsters on the field, and yeah, it's just a good card. Not to mention one of those monsters can't be destroyed by battle once per turn. My next choice might be a little bit weird for a lot of you. You might not really understand why, but I'll explain. It's Exodius, the ultimate Forbidden Lord. Now, in this deck, you end up with your graveyard full of monsters. Sure, it's easy enough to get them out with a couple cards, but if those main cards are in your graveyard, you're not really getting them out. So he's just a really quick effect. He's special summoned from the hand by sending all the monsters in your graveyard back to your deck. It's just really good if they're starting to mill you down and you've got no monsters left. You can just summon Exodius, send all the monsters back to your deck, and you're pretty much good. You might win just on the pure fact that they can't really draw more cards than you, or make you draw more. Yeah, that's the word. Sorry about that. But he's on 0 attack from the beginning, but every monster in your graveyard he gains 1000, which is kind of annoying that they all get sent from your graveyard to begin with, but that's fine. But what I like to do with him is use him, then use Glassjaw's effect and Headgeared's effect, and just get some monsters in the graveyard. Every turn he attacks, you can send one monster to the graveyard, and that's how he gains his 1000. Um, but so that's my monsters. Now we go on to spells, and to start things off, we'll go Dark Hole. Really good card, especially when you've got one of lead yoke on the field. Lead yoke's effect is if a battle boxer monster you control would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, detach one Xyz from this material and negate the destruction. I think you still take and he gains 800 attack. I think you still get the damage, but you don't get damage for Dark Hole. But so that's really good if you've got 2 lead yokes with 4 Xyz materials all up, then you're fine. And not to mention with that is also overlay regen. Target one face up Xyz monster on the field, attach this card as an Xyz material. Just works out really well. I only run one of each of those. Ribbon of Rebirth, just because sometimes they get your monster down, so you just chuck a Ribbon of Rebirth on it, they kill it, comes straight back. Then overlay regen, add another Xyz material to it, and it's golden, ready to go again. Just a really good backup, I guess. Reinforcement of the Army is a fantastic card. Move 1 level 4 or lower, move monster type, a warrior type monster from your deck to your hand. Your deck is then shuffled. I would usually move Spara into my hand, just for the simple fact of I've usually already got a monster on the field. I can then summon Spara. It's just a really, really handy card. Along with that, if you end up with these 2 cards in your hand, and something like Spara, I've had this happen actually. I've had those 2, Spara, Headgeared, and Switch Hitter, and I simply just played Headgeared, sent Glass. How did I do it? I played Headgeared, I think. No, you don't need Headgeared because that does it for you. Yeah, so I used Foolish Burial and I sent Spara to the graveyard. I then used Reinforcement of the Army. Oh wait, no, I've got it wrong. But yeah, it's a really good combination. Sorry about that, but it's just a good way to get as many monsters out first turn as you can, and just try to get those X's out. 'Cause that's your main goal, is to get your lead yoke and Cetus, I think it's Cetus, out on your first turn or second turn at least. Next is the Book of Moon. Just for Rabbit Puncher, just to get them, and also if they attack you and you know you're going to lose a monster, just Book of Moon them, just as a quick effect. Pot of Duality is really good. It's better than the other alternatives out there. I can't remember its name. Just reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, so common knowledge. Add one of them to your hand, the rest is shuffled back into your deck. Unlike, I can't remember the name of it, but it sends them all, the others you don't choose, to the graveyard. Which, you could work for this deck as well, but Pot of Duality is good because it just puts them straight back into your deck. Shard of Greed, just because I like Shard of Greed. I liked Pot of Greed, but I couldn't use it anymore, so I've swapped over to Shard of Greed. Just helps get those 2 cards. Magnum Shield. You put a Magnum Shield on a lead yoke who's already on 3,800 attack and 2,000 defense. That puts him up to 5,800 for either whatever position he's in. That's some serious power. Also, if you add another one of those overlay regens, that puts him up another 800, and it's just, I think my friend actually nearly cries when I play that card. Magical Stone Excavation. Draw 2 cards and select one. Discard 2 cards and select one spell card from your graveyard, add it to your hand. That's just really good for when they actually do manage to kill your lead yoke that has a Magnum Shield attached, or you want a Dark Hole again, or you need that MST back. Reinforcements of the Army, just anything like that. Just get it back. Speaking of MST, I run 2. I don't use them that much. But you should always just run at least an MST. That should be AMST. It's just really, really good, especially against Gravekeepers and Ghost Strict. 2, enemy controller. Again, just for Rabbit Puncher, just switch them. It's just, it's so satisfying just to switch them and watch them try to frantically find a trap or spell under their back row, and realizing that you're not actually attacking. You are just straight up destroying their monster, and there's nothing they can do about it. Unless they MST him. No, they can't MST him. Unless they MST enemy controller. Next, Battlin Box of Spirit. Just send the top card of your deck to your graveyard, then select one Battlin Box monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. It works really well if you actually send Glassjaw to the graveyard from the top of your deck. That's like a fantastic fluke. Because then you literally are getting 2 monsters if you can get a Spar out. But yeah, it has to go into defense position. Then we move on to traps. We got Torrential Tribute, again, just to get rid of those monsters like Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, Buster Blader, all those like powerhouse cards. Trap Hole, again, just get rid of those powerhouse cards that can bring your lead yokes down. I love this card. Damage Vaccine Alpha Max. When you take damage by battle or by card effect, gain life points equal to the damage you took. I've got a mate who runs a gift card deck, and he just basically gift cards you and then reverses it times 2, whatever he gave you. So you flip this on him, and he's going to he's probably not going to be too happy with himself, because you're going to be getting all that damage given to you instead of taken. Treaty of the Uniform. Now, I like this card because it only really works with specific decks. Like if you're running a Dark Magician deck or something of that nature. I can't think, a Bujin deck. I'm running Battlin boxes, so it works for me as well. It's if you control 2 or more face-up monsters with the same name, except tokens, apply this effect depending on how many you control. Exactly 2, destroy 1 spell or trap card on your opponent controls, so MST. Exactly 3, destroy all spell or trap cards your opponent controls. So this is really good when I've got my 2 lead yokes and Cheat Commissioner out, because I can just flip this, destroy all their spell and traps. Now I'm just tossing up which one to show you next. We'll go Coffin Seller. This is good for those people who like to swap and change out of their graveyards. Each time a monster card is sent to your opponent's graveyard, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. I like this card just because of the simple fact of its simplicity. It's just so easy. You either destroy their monster, if they synchro a monster, they're going to get 600 points of damage. If they tribute summon a monster. So if you use this when they've got a level 4 monster out, you're basically going to hurt them eventually. And then you use something like Treaty of the Uniform to make sure they can't use an MST on it. Good cards like that. Magic Cylinder, sorry, I keep calling it Magical. I just like this card, it's just, it's awesome. I don't know how to explain Magical Cylinder. The way I explain it to my friend is it's like their monster blasts into a teleporter and the teleporter opens up in front of their face. So I don't take any damage, I don't lose a monster, anything. It's just so perfect. We'll now move on to my extra deck. So I take 2 lead yokes. I need to get a third, but right now I've got 2. So he's just 2 level 4. And his effect is, if any Battlin box of monster you control would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, detach 1 Xyz from this material, negate the destruction, pretty much. Cheat Commissioner. While this monster is on the field, all your opponent's monsters who can attack must attack, and they cannot attack Cheat Commissioner. So if you've got lead yoke sitting there on 5,800, they have to attack him even if they've got a lower level monster, and and if they decide to attack, I can detach the 2 Xyz from him and then take 1 spell trap card out of their hand and set it to my side of the field. And yeah, it's just a really good card for getting those extras. The next I have is a Grenosaurus. Oh, sorry, cheat commissions 2 level 3s. Grenosaurus is when this card is destroyed by battle. No, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can detach one Xyz and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent, which is just a good little, like, yep, you're getting damaged extra on top of what I'm damaging. So that's 2 level 3s. 2 Masquerade. He's 3 level 4s, so he's a bit more of a pricey. Sorry, I'm just gonna reset that. So if they activate a card effect, or whatever, I can detach 2 and negate it. And then and once per turn I can send the top card of their deck to the graveyard. It's just a really nice way to mill down their deck a bit. Utopia, he's a pretty staple in this game. Just really for 2 level 4s, just stop attacks. Yeah, he's nice. Then we got Gaia Cowboy, just for either a really quick 800 damage or a really quick destruction. Them losing, what did they lose? They lose 500, he gains 1,000. So it's just a nice little way to get rid of cards. Gemnite Pearl, just a beat stick, 2 level 4s at a 2,600 attack. He's a rock, so he can't use Magnum Shield, but he's still pretty good as it is. Last is King of the Feral Imps. He's 2 level 4s. He's literally just in there just so I can get something out if I've only got 2 low attack level 4s. He's just 2,300, but yeah, he's nice just to use. So that's my deck. I've won a few games with it. The combinations seem pretty good. And yeah, so if you like this video, let me know, or like the video. Subscribe to my channel, and peace. Thanks for watching.